All right, so I am looking at USD CAD right now, and I'm gonna do a top-down analysis. For those of you guys who are new, I do a multiple time frame analysis in order to determine how I'm gonna approach the market. So this is just a technical analysis. It will not include fundamentals today. All right, so for everybody who is new to the channel, what I do is I look for what I'm about to draw here. And while I'm drawing this, if you find throughout this video that it's helpful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And then if you're like, hey, this really made sense to me, subscribe, because I put out videos like this on a regular. And then if you say, hey, I really want to learn how to do what you're doing, then click the link in the video description. And there's a mentorship opportunity, and you'll want to check that out. Okay. So what I've drawn here is called a swing high. A swing high is a 5 candle formation where you have a high center candle, 2 candles to the left that are lower, and 2 candles to the right that are lower. So I look for swing highs, and then I also look for swing lows, and this is on every single time frame. Okay. And so the swing low is just the inverse. So you have a low center candle, 2 candles to the left that are higher, and 2 candles to the right that are higher. Now, it's not always going to be pretty, but if you have a formation that meets the technical definition, then you good. Let me refresh this. All right. So let me get rid of this, and this, and we're going to start off fresh. So it doesn't matter if you are a swing trader, if you're a scalper. Like, I get a lot of people all the time, well, can a scalper use this? Yeah. Everybody should be doing top-down analysis, no matter what kind of trader you are. Okay, so today I am using Smart Trader. You can check it out by clicking the link below the video. And I like it better than TradingView for a few reasons, and I'll illustrate as I move through these charts. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draw my zones. I'm looking for my swing low. I've identified it, and I got it right here. And by definition, let me zoom in so y'all can see. By definition, this meets my swing low definition, because this is the lowest point right here. And then you got 2 candles to the left that are higher, and then 2 candles to the right that are higher. So even though it didn't look exactly like what I drew, it meets the technical definition. So I want to mark this area out. Okay. And then answer me in the comments. Is this a swing high right here? Let me know. Pause the video if you have to, and comment below. Let me know if this right here that I'm circling is a swing high. And I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm just going to go ahead and continue marking the chart now and look for my high. Now, I'm going to tell you, I was having a little trouble eyeballing that. So I use my smart resistance tool. So in the monthly, this is saying that the last high that we have, the zone that we need to pay attention to, is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to actually, ooh, that's tight. I'm going to draw this, and then I know I can pick up the rest of that on a lower time frame, but I want this little area right here. So now I'm going to get rid of my smart resistance. I'm going to stretch this across, and then I'm going to drop down. This too far over. If you haven't been watching my channel for a little bit, you will quickly learn that I like my charts relatively neat. So, all right, now that I've done the monthly, I'm going to go down to the weekly. And I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over again. Look for highs and lows within the bounds of what I drew. I think it's good practice to be able to eyeball it, as well as being able to use the tools. But first, I think you should try to eyeball it manually. And then if you can't find that high, then being able to go in and use the tools to do it. So what am I on? I'm on the weekly. Okay. So I got my zone here. If I want to double check, because sometimes it's a little hard to see. Yep. So you'll see that the area that I drew for resistance 1 is here. You could go ahead and mark this zone out too, as well. So I'm going to do that too. 3 and 4, I'm not really going to, or 4 and 5, excuse me. I'm not really going to worry about right now because it's on the weekly. It's so far away. So I think for how I'm trading, this is good enough for me. Now, yellow is my monthly color, so I got to go in here and I got to change this to blue. And I color code each time frame because throughout the day, I be on the run and busy. And so I want to be able to quickly look at my charts and know what's going on. So now I'm going to drop down to the daily. This is interesting. I'm squeezing it so I can see. People like ask, well, how do you know you can't see anything? You can't see the candles. I don't need to see the candles. I need to see the structure, you know? So I'm looking here. I see that this is a level of resistance, this zone right here. And so now I'm looking within this bounds to see what we got going on. To see what we got going on. That's my first resistance area. Shoot, I might have to go back. This is a zone right here. But my immediate, this is my next immediate zone, I believe. Before I do that, let me just double check. Yeah. So that 1 and 2, this all falls within the same area though. This is my immediate resistance right here, which is what we drew on the weekly. And then my next resistance levels are here. The 2, see over here to the right, R1, R2, it gives you the price at which resistance is at. And then we drew this off too. So this is on the daily. I do want to pay attention to this. So I am going to draw this out here. And then I'm going to color this red for the daily. I might have put these backwards. And then I'm going to take off the smart resistance tool. I'm going to go down to my 4 hours since I've already done the daily. So we've tried to break through this. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like we've lost a little steam. Let me go back to the daily. Did I miss this? I did. So on the daily, this is a support level. So I'm going to go from the bottom of the wick to the bottom of the body of the candle. And I'm going to stretch that across. And then I'm going to go back down to the 4 hour. Let's see where we are. Yeah. It looks like price might be losing steam, trying to break through this level. But I'd be curious to know what news this was on July 4th. Or was it right after July 4th? Yeah, looks like last week, Monday, what news this was. But we have some rejection here. So on my 4 hour, I'm looking at, and I'm marking this real tight. This is my support, my 4 hour support. And my 4 hour is going to be gray. I'm not going to draw another level of resistance because that's a major level in blue. All right. So now I want to see where we are as far as the fibs are concerned. So I'm gonna go back out to the weekly, and I want to see from the downside if we hit an extension. So, oh look, okay. So what I just used was a smart fib, and how you use that is you go over to the ABCD tool, the double arrow pointed down, and you click on the tool that you want to use. And so with smart fib, when I'm looking for the fibs to the downside, I click over the highest point, and then it releases them and it shows you where you are in the fib sequence. So you see these don't have a background because the fib completed. So we see A, we see B, we see price pull back to a 38.2. So we would have known, okay, we take profit at this 1618. And then we have the same thing, A, B, we got less than a 38.2, it looks like, but price still hit the D extension at this right here. If you're wondering what these colors mean, you want to go through the Fibonacci playlist, and I explain and break down what all of these different colors and these lines mean. Okay. And then we have A, B, and price looks to be hovering. So it didn't hit the 786. It's at the 618. So on the weekly, price is at a key level right now. If it doesn't break above, let me see when price was ever this low before I say that. So we haven't been this low since 2013. Wow. But this is the matching D extension for the level that we're at right now. Like price may continue to push up, but it looks like it's having a tough time breaking through this level right here. So I'm going to mark this off just so I know that this is the 618 to the downside. So I know. Let me bring this to the front. And then let me make this green. So I know. And then I want to do the same thing here. This would be a long play. Now, in order for this to happen, the Canadian dollar would have to be stronger than the US dollar. So the US dollar would have to be weak. The Canadian dollar would have to be strong in order to get the sell opportunity. But the US dollar continues to gain strength right now. So I'm not quite sure. Let's see. I'm going to still leave that there just so I know. And then I'm going to go down to the lower time frame because this can take forever to see if it's going to play out or not, right? So I want to go down to the lower time frame, to see if we have hit a D extension here. So I'm going to go over my last high, drop the fibs. Oh, we broke above the last A. So I'm going to flip the fib to the other side, meaning I'm going to go up now. So I'm going to go below the last low, right? I'm going to click above. Up. Okay, so we dipped below the A. So I got to start my fib from the lowest point. So I'm going to get rid of this if I can get it. And then I'm going to do it over. So this was the last lowest low. And there is no current fib. The fib complete, or did it? This is saying the fib. Oh, because we got a lower low over here. So let me get rid of this. And then I'm going to do it from here. So this is the current fib. Remember I said if it's highlighted and it has color, that means it's an active fib. So this was A, this was B, 38.2 pullback. And we stopped here. Okay. We stopped at the 118.127. Price never reached the end target. So this was 23.6, 38.2. It lost steam. And then it came to this range, this bottom here, and then we formed a new fib. So we have A, we have B, we have a 38.2 pullback. Is that 38.2? But we lost steam. This is interesting. So price may may be headed, because it looks like it's losing steam. We may be headed here. Maybe. But look, this is interesting to me. So what I say, July 4th, we had this big push up and then this small push retracement, and price looks like it's trying to break through this level, but it hasn't been successful. So I'm going to get rid of this fib here. And then I'm going to drop down and see where we are. I should have left that fib on. Let me just put this here, see on the lower time frame. So this is our active fib. Oh, look how that falls right into, okay. So y'all know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this fib, this active fib. So we have our A low, our B high. We had a pull back to the 786, see, in blue. I just highlighted over it, see 0.786. So we would know that the D extension is at 131649. So price has not hit that D extension yet. It has not hit the D extension. And so I personally, like this has to finish. Well, it doesn't have to finish out, but in order for a retracement on the 4-hour to happen, a larger retracement to happen, this D extension has to be hit before a new fib will start, unless we start moving to the downside. And we have not broken this level yet. This is, what is this? Weekly. We haven't broken this weekly level yet. So we may see price on a higher time frame. We may see, let me get rid of this fib. We may see price come back for that deeper retracement before trying to continue to that D extension, and that 618 puts you at 134. So let me draw up what I'm looking at. Let me get my ABCD tool. So you see the fib says A, so this would be A, this would be B. Price may be coming back to this 618 level before completing. That's not what I wanted. Not this tool. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Let me find it. There we go. ABC label. That's what I was looking for. So same thing. A, B. We might be coming back for a deeper C at the 127 level if we don't break above this weekly level here in order to make it to this 134. That's my thought. But let me draw out my trend lines. Let me finish the rest of this. Hurry up. I'm curious, what is your bias on USD CAD? Like I said, in order for us to sell off, the US dollar would have to be, Canadian dollar would have to be stronger than the US dollar. The US dollar has to be weak. In order, Canadian dollar needs strength or be stronger than the US dollar in order for us to see like this move happen. And wait a minute, what did I do? Oh, this is the C right here. This green level here. Let me put my fib back on before I mess up. There we go. Is that? No. Let me go back. Y'all gotta forgive me. What did I do? Let me go back. Oh, I accidentally deleted it. I'm like, I know I marked it off. Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm getting my life together. I promise y'all I am. Okay. I promise y'all I am. Let me get back my tool. As soon as I can get this little fib off. It don't want to cooperate right now, which is fine. Totally fine. All right. So I am just going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to draw my trend lines, but I want to see, I guess, Smart Trader want to act a fool on me right now. Let me go down to the 4. and see if I can't get rid of it. Oh, so this is the active. Yeah. So on the 4 hour, we've hit the 61.8, which is right here. But price just can't seem to break above this weekly level. Y'all, if I could get this fib off, I'd be in heaven right now. Oh, excuse me. It don't want to act right. I'm going to have to go back. There we go. Woo, Lord. Okay. So, price is looking to reject. It's looking like it is rejecting off of this level. So what I'd be curious, I'm going to draw a counter trend line too, but I'm looking at a potential pullback. So I go from swing low to swing low, not cutting through any candles. I'm gonna drop down to the 1 hour to see if I have a another trend line I can draw, and I think I do. So I'm gonna go from here. That would have been here. Yeah. So I think we may. So we got the back test of this. I think we may. I gotta look at the fundamentals. I'm just looking at this technically, but look and see what's going on. I think we may be getting a move like this. For the move down. Now, of course, the rest is going to go in waves, but before we see an increase. So I am looking at a potential, what is that, 264 pips? Let me draw it again. So that's my ruler tool. Ooh. That's my ruler tool over here. So that's the sell idea. Oh, that's 285. 285 pips. That's the sell idea. What I would do as well, looking at this, is draw a counter trend line. And I'm going to show you. There's smart trend lines in Smart Trader. And so it takes the guesswork out of drawing those trend lines for you. So that would be my counter trend line. If I get a break above, then I know that price is headed to this zone here to finish out that smaller time frame fib. But it looks like we got a break below on the 1 hour on this time frame. So there could be a potential sell opportunity. The way that I would play this, how many pips stop loss? If you're going to sell, or first off, let me grab my fib. Oh, look how far price pushed down. Yeah, it rejected off this area. So let me get rid of this ruler. Let me grab the smart fib. And I want to see where we are. Okay, so price may push up to test the back side of this trend line and then start making its way down. So we may get an entry there, or we may get an entry. I normally put mine at the 38.2 and the 61.8, but really I want a deep pullback in order to enter for this move. So red to red, green to green, blue to blue, black to black. So if it's already at the 38.2, right? If we get this is what, 100 pips if it pulls back for that first one, but you can continue to ride it out. But if you want to, take profit along the way, you can. But how I would play this is wait. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I see. You got to do your own research, your own chart marking up. But this is what I see. This is what I see. So this would be my stop loss. And then I'm going to duplicate this and paste. And this would be my take profits. Now this is one setup for 100 pips. We'll turn this green. I got too many red and greens in here. Hopefully y'all can see and make out what I'm looking at. And then the second position, I would probably write that out. And let's make this one shorter. Uh-oh. Lord. Come on now. There we go. So this would still be my stop. So you looking at a potential, oh, y'all, I'm moving too fast. Let me slow down. All right. So you're looking at a potential, let's call this 38 pips. We call it 38 pips to gain a potential 95.9 and 38 pips to gain a potential 288.3. So that's my idea. If price does break above this level here, then I know, like, I'm not jumping in on this. The buy opportunity would be to this level here. So that's my thought. Let me know what you think. I am curious. How are you guys playing USDCAD? What do the fundamentals tell you? I'll have to check that out on the next video. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If it was helpful for you, go ahead, give the video a thumbs up. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.